The greatest thing that pumped Synagogue Church was when the foreigners started coming. This was strategic, and it was planned.
I just got a confession to make that I want the whole world to know. In the past, I've always hated blacks. I really hated them. When I got back over here, I saw the love that we received from black people.
He used the white people to market his brand. Having white man or white woman around is like you have achieved. He just say, look at these people. They don't know where they are.
Let me read to us his very words. He said, judgment of all forms will be meted out on falsehood in the house of God. All forms of infiltration in the body of Christ in terms of deceptions and cover-ups will be exposed. So I'm saying that from the next few weeks, we're in January, before January ends, you will start hearing news of several cover-ups that they have people in church have successfully done for several years that will explode. Just watch it. The reason why this is happening is because there is a new era that God has initiated. And the first impact, the first recipient of this new policy that heaven has decided to adopt is going to be in the house of God.
The late Prophet T.B. Joshua has always been faced with a lot of controversies and conspiracies. He has always had questionable ministry ethics, and this is why lots and lots of servants of God and reputable ministers of the gospel don't reckon with him. But that is not to dispute the fact that he had global impact. He had a global presence. BBC, in a very shocking documentary, has released both footage and testimonies of victims of manipulations and deceptions in the Synagogue Church of All Nations led by the late Prophet T.B. Joshua. Like God's servant said, Apostle Arome Osayi, that this year they will be exposing, God is going to expose large ministries, established and profound ministries, and the secret behind their success. Listen to this video. The full video is going to be on BBC Africa. This is the Preacher's Portal. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe.
Got to the Synagogue Church. That's when the manipulation starts.
We count ourselves so lucky to have found this little place of miracles, of wonder, in the middle of nowhere.
Some intelligent disciples are being sent to stalk on the whites. It's not everybody that we approach. We look at you when we see the way you fall into what is happening in Synagogue Church. We'll come after you.
I just remember sitting there thinking to myself, this is incredible. I feel like I'm sitting in the Garden of Gethsemane under the olive trees with Jesus.
They don't know we are picking them, but myself and T.B. Joshua, we know what we were doing. He loves young ones, right? He loves young ones, teenagers.
We don't go for the old people. The young ones, they are very vulnerable, and they are the easy people to manipulate, especially unmarried people. Especially unmarried young people.
I was 17 years old. I got my A-level results while I was in Nigeria, but I couldn't care less about him. I wanted to be like Jesus. I wanted to be like T.B. Joshua.
I wish I could have that connection with God. I wanted to be like him.
He said, tell them that they should be missionary for the synagogue. You stay here 3 months, you become like T.B. Joshua.
Let me tell you, he's going to open branches in UK, in America, and everywhere. He's not going to send us to go there. You are the person that you go there. Make them begin to crave to be disciples. Begin to surrender their lives to Joshua.
When Rachel came, Rachel was behaving like a boy, walking like a boy. He said, that girl, why don't you ask her to stay here? And she was happy.
Bisola recruited me. My bags were pulled out of the truck. My friend was put on the plane. My parents collected her at Heathrow. She was basically crying like, Ray's not coming back. She's like stayed there.
A Nigerian sister came to me and said, "TB Joshua wants to meet you." There was an urgency there. No, you have to come now, you have to come now. And when I entered, the Nigerian sister kind of pushed me to kneel down. And immediately TB Joshua said, "God's told me you're going to stay. You're meant to be here. You're going to stay with me forever."
Oh, they are well treated here, like kings and princes. Feeding is free. Accommodation is free.
We were living on site in the church. When you live at the compound, you don't leave the compound. There's armed men at the gate with guns. There's a wall, there's barbed fencing. The windows are blacked out. The stairs were concrete, the walls were concrete. It felt like a labyrinth. You're told never to leave. You could get killed, you could get attacked. The outside of the compound is terrifying.
The disciples